Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso here on SABC3. We're continuing the discussion about body image and the effect it has on our lives. And we're joined in studio by Dr. Eve to chat about the issue of body image and the effect it has on our relationships. We'll also be taking your calls a little bit later on, 083-913-3728. You can call us now. Now, a recent study covering 3 European countries found that 76% of women who were unsatisfied with their bodies were also unsatisfied in their romantic relationships. So these women had effectively projected their feelings about their bodies onto their relationships. Dr. Eve, why is this?
It's such an important factor, this. And in fact, that's what kind of breaks my heart,
Yeah.
that we lose the pleasure and the satisfaction in our sexual, intimate relationships because we feel so badly about parts of our bodies or our entire body, thinking that we need to look a certain way. And I think, there is this thought, my partner, if it is a man, is watching porn and expects me to look a certain way, or else we're looking at media, things like Instagram, and thinking, I want to look a certain way. And because of that, something called the inhibition factor sets in. And that inhibition factor puts your sexual arousal down, puts your sexual desire down, your ability to be orgasmic suddenly drops as well, because you're so conscious about how I look, rather than being in the joy of your body and how I feel. So it's always rated as the #1 inhibiting factor in your bedroom.
And the thing is, funny, men don't see the same thing that we see as well.
It's absurd.
We have Alida from Kempton Park on the line. Alida, good morning. What's your question for Dr. Eve?
Good morning. Yes, it's a very touchy subject, actually, because I've always suffered with my weight, and not like I was crazy overweight, but I weighed 56 at my highest, and I was always told that I was too fat. So I always had this, I can't look in the mirror. And at this stage, I'm 41, and I weigh 48 kilos, and I just feel like I want to know, how can I get over this where I see myself as not good enough. And I think there's a lot of girls and young people that also feel that way because it started in my teenager years.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alida. I think all of us can testify to having those fears and issues with our bodies as well. What's your answer,
I'm going to say something you're going to love.
Yeah.
Go dance, Alida. Go and dance. Go find joy in your body. Forget about the numbers of like how much you weigh. I mean, listen to her, leigh-anne. She's like, knows how much exactly she weighs and is measuring it all the time. Just get rid of the scale and be in your body. Find the joy in your body. And also one of the beautiful things of getting confidence is dressing it up. Finding joy in clothing that you wear so that you feel good in your clothes, because people who feel like uncomfortable in their bodies, they normally like just don't even want to give themselves the grace of nice clothes because they feel like they don't deserve it. Dress your body up. Make yourself feel proud in your body. Show off your body. Doesn't matter what size or shape it is. For me, the most important thing is healthy. Are you leading a healthy lifestyle? And that will then become mentally healthy.
Absolutely.
But it's hard messages to give up after so many years.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Eve. Alida, you are an absolutely beautiful woman. I know that already. Now, one woman in Australia has released a documentary called Embrace in an effort to show that beauty really is a state of mind. And here's a snippet from that documentary.
You are fat, and you are ugly, and you are disgusting. That's what I used to say to myself when I looked in the mirror. I just want a taste of it. I want the perfect body. So I did something crazy. I entered myself into a bodybuilding competition. Crazy. And I did have the perfect body, or near enough. And you know what? Nothing changed. Nothing changed about how I felt about my body. So when I posted this on Facebook at 9:15 on a Sunday night, it got 3.6 million hits, and everyone in the US picked it up and the UK got their hands on it, and it went viral, because heaven forbid a woman can love her body after.
Wow, is this hitting home for a lot of women? Because it certainly is for me. I think I'm going to start crying any minute now. So despite losing all that weight, this woman's perspective didn't change. Dr. Eve, is beauty just all a matter of perspective then?
I would say, I mean, this particular case sounds like body dysmorphia, which unfortunately many women have, that they see themselves very differently to the way that others would see them. And it's a psychological problem where you're so set in seeing that you are fat, no matter what your body shape looks like. And that's what she was saying, you know, even though she lost the weight, she still saw herself feeling bad. It all comes down to one thing, Leigh-anne, which is self-esteem. You know, you see women who are really large. I saw a woman recently. I love large butts on women, and that's very fashionable right now. And she had this really wonderfully large butt, and she said, I love my butt. I just absolutely love a very large butt. It's all a matter of self-esteem and how we present ourselves to the world. Instead of looking at all the social media and how we should be looking and wondering about the likes and who likes our bodies, that is such a negative. I mean, we've got a lot of evidence around how harmful that is to children, for example, and young people, that your very definition of yourself is dependent on your likes in social media. We really, as parents, we want to be able to neutralize that.
Actually, we've got Lebo from Soweto on the line. Lebo, good morning. How are you? What's your question for Dr. Eve?
Morning, Leigh-anne and Dr. Eve. Two things for you beautiful ladies. Leigh-anne, you've inspired me so much over the weeks. With your Strictly Come Dancing, I believe in myself.
Thank you.
I am more confident now. I can't wait for my partner to get back to South Africa so I can dance with him. And
Awesome,
Dr. Eve,
yes.
I have a scar that I got through a car accident. How do I overcome the look I get on people's faces when they look at me? Like, what is wrong? Because I tell you, that disturbs me so much. I don't know how to love myself because of the reaction that I get from people. I work on my self-image, but the reaction that I get from people when I wear certain clothes that reveal the scar really, really has me not feeling okay. Actually, I want to cry.
Thank you for sharing that. You know, Leigh-anne and I were talking in the break just about this, is that we are women who are privileged enough not to have, we're able-bodied women, we don't have disabilities. And what you've called in is so relevant, that you feel that you have a disability, that you have something that marks you differently from everybody else. And that's going to almost feel like it's a double negative impact for you as a woman. Make friends with your scar. You talked about just now, you're a woman with high self-esteem. Make friends with it. Wear it as one of your warrior scars. Now, we all have them. Some women have them from childbirth. Some women have them from gaining weight and losing weight. We have them. Wear it with pride. Yeah?
Sorry, Lebo, please repeat that.
Maybe Lebo's too emotional.
I think she's having a moment.
Maybe she's just emotional right now. Lebo, wear those with pride, because people always look at the attitude that you have towards yourself, and they then respond to the attitude more than to the actual physicality of you. If somebody walks in and they're confident, when you get up and you dance, that's what people respond to. It doesn't really matter about the scars and the marks on your body. Wear it with pride.
I love that. Wear it with pride. It's your warrior scar. Thank you so much to Alida and to Lebo for your calls this morning. Thank you so much to Dr. Eve. We will be taking more calls a little bit later on. But Zoe, what is coming up next, my love?